I mean, I'm not dumb. I don't like to feel like men and women can't be friends.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't like to feel like that, but the woman is the only one I think, unless if this bitch is any type of attractive, I don't even think a nigga would be friends with a bitch if she wasn't attractive. Mm-hmm. So the only thing I think that's stopping us from fucking is always the woman. Mm. Hey cousins, welcome back to another episode of the JustCuz podcast featuring your favorite hosts Nina and Mo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you can be the first alerted when we drop a new episode. Welcome back, it's Mo.
It's Nina.
It's another episode of Just Cuz. What episode is this?
Why it sound like we about to do a mixtape drop? This is like 38, 37, 38.
And if you haven't watched the other 37, go back and watch those and then come back to this one because everything's gonna all make sense. Is it?
It will. I feel like, so this is a good segue. I have had a very weird yet productive week. I'm pretty much at a point where our Spotify catalog is up to date. Because we were playing catch up.
Did you make those even?
Did I make what even?
The shots. You touched those?
No, I didn't.
I could have swore they wasn't even.
They're not even.
They're not?
No.
Okay.
This one has
that
more.
one slightly has more. Oh, this one has more?
Yeah. Oh my God. You really fancy. Oh wait, maybe it's from the angle. Yeah, no, this one has more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but freaking our Spotify catalog is pretty much up to date. It's not every single episode up until now. However, it's the highlights. So if you're more of an audio listener, go back, listen to it on Spotify, subscribe, rate us, leave a review because I hear that that's really good for audio podcast.
Oh, please leave a review.
Yeah, reviews are good. Good, bad, or indifferent. And
there's no bad review.
There's no such thing.
No.
Yeah.
Just leave a review.
Cool. So yeah, definitely catch up on that.
How was your week?
My week was good. So like I was saying, it was really weird but productive.
Why was it weird?
I had like a down week in the sense of where I wasn't needed as much at work. So I was able to. Huh?
You didn't like that?
No, it was good. So I was able to use up some of these PTO days that I need to use up before the end of the year. So I was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today, and then tomorrow.
Yeah. So we just parlaying.
I've really been it's been the weirdest. I think what I realized is I need to be able to create and work at my own pace because I was doing weird shit like I would sleep for maybe a couple hours, wake up at 3. I'm deeply cleaning up. I am posting for the pod. I'm editing. I feel like I'm all caught up with that. I've been posting reels pretty consecutively. So
consistently.
Consistently. That was the right word. I've been doing that and
so smart.
Don't know shit. Leave it to Mo to humble it. You see?
Because you be throwing them words at me like knives. Like, hold on. Like, your big words be killing me. But, hey, how you fuck that up?
Nah. Not today. But, yeah. So, felt productive. I've been getting a lot of my rest in. Been doing some, self-care shit. Meditating, praying, really thinking about some things. So that's fun and not. I kind of went through a borderline emotional breakdown, so I tried to dye my hair. It didn't take, not really, a little bit. You think so? Okay, cool.
I didn't notice it, but no, it did. Yeah. You're definitely lighter. Who told you to do that? And you just didn't say nothing.
No, because when I'm about to lose, I'm like, it's time to dye my hair.
I've been thinking about it all week. I just haven't gone to the beauty supply store, but every day I look in the mirror, I'm like.
The only reason why I did it is because I had leftover boxes. I had 2 boxes inside of I was like, ooh, perfect. So I just did tips, and then I did a couple whole strands. But for the most part, it's not dramatic, but it's a difference.
Yeah,
so it makes me happy.
A difference.
Yeah. So I had a cool week. Definitely looking forward to going back to work on Monday because I feel like this was the calm before the storm. But whatever. Are you feeling pressured because of the holiday season coming up?
No.
Because usually it's kind of a chaotic time for me.
I don't care. It's another day.
I don't know. I just feel like holidays are supposed to be celebrated. Thanksgiving and Christmas has always been a big thing in my family. Even now, I'm like, I got to get this list together for Thanksgiving dinner.
I think everybody should eat at home. Like, we're at the point. Everybody don't like everybody cooking. Everybody eat at different times. Everybody eat at different paces. I think we should all eat at home, and we should come together. We should have family time. We should have drinks. We should have snacks. But it shouldn't be mandatory that we all sit down and break bread together.
I like the idea of it, and I think it takes off, like, doesn't it take off some of the pressure to feel like, okay, I don't have to cook the whole thing. Everyone is designated to do their one thing. You have to make a lot of it, but it's just one thing that you have to focus on.
I don't think we should have to have a spread for one random Thursday. Like, we can have like a big Sunday dinner when we're celebrating something. I don't think we need a whole spread. You need like a meat and a couple sides.
So you're not against, but you're at a point where you're not really celebrating Thanksgiving anymore.
I want to celebrate it my own way. I want all of us to celebrate that we all have the day off. There's no scheduling we have to get done. We can all link up today for sure.
Yeah.
If we can't link up no other day, we can link up today.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's link up. Let's hang out. Let's drink. Let's smoke. Let's do all that. But when it comes to the food, I don't even want the leftovers. I'm not a eat it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday type of bitch.
I really just need it for like a day after.
You need it Thursday. You want to wake up, eat it Friday. But Saturday, at some point, you're going to go get something to eat from somewhere else.
Yeah, so at that point,
you're not going to keep eating this. And we shouldn't keep eating it. Like, we shouldn't have big, heavy meals for 4 or 5 days in a row. Like, that's too much. So I'm okay with the idea of everybody eat your lunch, dinner, whatever you want to eat at home, eat a snack. But I'm tired of having everything surrounded by food. Like, accomplishments are focused around food. Fucking funerals are focused around food.
Yeah, we gotta have that on replay.
Live and death. Like, everything we do is surrounded by food. And that's why Americans are so fucking big. Because, like, we celebrate food. We overeat. Our portions are huge. Our plates are huge. Our backs are huge. Everything's big.
Everything comes back, which is why we're juicing.
Don't forget.
A part of our spread here today is juicing. Make sure that you guys support the ebook. What I love about us is we're not just asking you to donate. I mean, we are. You can definitely donate just for the hell of it. But at least
I got a tip thing on my link tree. You can leave a tip.
Boom. But at least we're giving you something to support. I definitely think that there's a lot of positive energy around wanting to unbig your back and just have a healthier lifestyle as a whole. So this ebook is a little quick, cute, colorful, very appealing.
There's so many ways to support us.
Yeah.
And we make sure that we have something for everybody. So just find a way to support us. But also, I mean, y'all always ask like, oh, what's that? What are you doing? You want the tea? We got the tea. It's in the ebook. Link in bio.
For the low price of, click the link in bio or in the description. This is easy. Click the link in the description and you're going to figure it out. And thank you in advance. Thank you. How was your week?
I don't remember.
You went to a workout. You weren't passing this to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were? Okay. So you went to a boot camp today. I was not able to make it, unfortunately. But you took a mirror pic and captioned it Fitbit. And then you look good. Cool? You look good.
I feel like I need to live in workout clothes. Like, workout clothes is my thing. It just snatches everything in, right? But I love that I kind of look at myself and I'm like, okay, you might work out. And I appreciate that about me because I barely do anything. Yeah. But thank God that these genetics work out for me. But it looks like I work out sometimes. I worked out today. It was amazing. Shout out to, I don't know the names of nothing. I can tell you where it is. I can even take you with me.
So the trainer we know, shout out to Roy.
Justin.
And the
Impact.
Impact is the gym.
Is it Impact Theory or Impact Fitness?
Impact, search Swanee, it'll come together. Impact Fitness Swanee.
It ain't in Swanee, it's Lawrenceville. It's
not in Buford?
No, it's like right by the jail. Okay, so where you went, that wasn't Buford, that's Lawrenceville. But now it's still Lawrenceville, but it's by the jail now.
Is it closer to me, or is it still far? Is it farther?
No, because you can hit 316 from right there. So I feel like it might be closer to you.
Nice. Okay. Hopefully, we're speaking next Saturday when you go. I'm going to actually go this time, and I'm going to be able to tell because I miss boot camp. I really do. Like I want to do all this. Like I
so
am
good.
yoga and da 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 da, and I'm walking around the neighborhood, and I can go to the gym. And I can do my own sets, but I really benefit from a trainer like not letting me pussy out, and then also having like a group because I'm low key competitive, so I don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll stop if I'm dying, but I
especially
won't
when
do
you
that
see
quickly.
people that's like bigger than you or older than you,
Yeah.
pushing harder than you. You like, all right, look, if you whatever you want to be, you got to surround yourself with those people.
Yep.
You can't be a fit person if you don't have fit people around you, or if you don't like follow fit people online.
Yeah.
Like you have to over consume that shit for you to become it.
Yeah.
So it's nice being in a training atmosphere.
For sure, for sure.
Our spread today is so beautiful. So we have, of course, Taste It recipe juices. We have a nice little charcuterie.
Insert picture.
Okay.
I learned how to do the. Did you see that last episode where I inserted the costume picture?
No, you've been inserting a whole lot of shit. I'm just so proud of you. You've just been throwing shit up there. Our editor is on point, baby. And we got a shot. Like, you don't have to drink all of your calories.
Some light, some light.
But we also have some wine. But that's only to go with our cheese.
All this makes sense.
Where's your water?
On the floor.
Okay, and we got water. We got everything you need. We don't need
Everything
to eat
we
that
need.
much. You think that's enough food for a meal for two?
I would honestly, like, I would be full after this because, like, when we went to Chateau on, like, I was cool off of one cheese board.
And if that don't get you full, the liquor will. So either way, you should be pretty full. And we'll be full. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
So, do I just jump straight into the episode? Oh!
Dang.
Remember, like, it was like a week ago at this point when I was like, I want to tell you something.
Yeah! Oh my god! It's been so long! I totally forgot about it. I just got so excited all over
It's
again.
so, okay. So.
Wait, this person has green bubbles?
No.
Oh, I was about to say yikes.
No,
Okay.
So my friend was telling me, I asked my friend about one of their situations, and they was like, oh, let me tell you, that bitch deaf.
Like,
Not-
can't hear.
Not TH, F,
Yeah.
deaf. And I was like,
She do sign language?
we're gonna get to that. And I was like, stop playing, like, cause this thing is funny. So I'm
Yeah.
like, stop playing. He's like, no, I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
He says, I go to her house, I get to her apartment, I can hear the music playing, I'm knocking on the door, she not coming. But I hear it in there like, hey, like she turned, she lit, she having a ball. So he's knocking. And so finally he texts her like, hey, come to the door. And she came to the door, she's like, oh shit.
So wait, he didn't know she was deaf prior to pulling up?
She wasn't deaf. They've been cool, she wasn't deaf.
Okay.
She was not a deaf girl.
So she just woke up one day and was deaf?
Okay.
All right.
So
Oh my god.
he like, hey, come to the door. So she comes to the door or whatever. He's like, the whole time they talking or like having intercourse or whatever, like he's telling her to do different stuff and she not doing it. He like, okay, turn over. And she not turning over, like, turn over.
That's why you gotta tap the ass. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just
So-
actions. Actions be louder than words.
But then he like, okay, it's in the moment. Maybe like she
Maybe
not
she
paying
focused.
attention. Yeah. So
Tuned in.
So they're watching TV and he's talking to her and like she's just, and he like, hey, like,
What if this is a bit? Like, she's just doing it to, like, be annoying.
so he was like, hey, like you need to go get that checked out. She goes to get it checked out, ends up staying with the hospital for a week because she's down to 30% hearing. When she gets to the hospital, she's at 30% hearing.
This why you gotta have sex frequently, because had he not come over there to do that,
She would have never known.
See, sex is a part of health too.
Sex is health.
Sex is health. That was Kinky Connections. We don't even gotta do no more.
I was gonna make that part of Kinky Connection. Okay. So after she goes to the doctor, she's down to 30% hearing. Within like a month or so, I could be like winging it here, but within a month or so, she is 100% deaf.
That is deafening, pun not intended, frightening.
100% deaf.
Like, to know that, like, I have this window of time before like I've tuned the world out.
She didn't know she had that much time. Nobody told her you'll be deaf in a few minutes. Like it was just like, oh, now you're deaf.
Surprise.
So she's not wanting to learn sign language because she's like, well, don't nobody I know sign language. But it's like, okay, well, you're going to have to live the rest of your life. So.
Yeah, you're going to, like you say, you have to surround yourself with people. You're going to have to surround yourself with the, I'm not laughing, but you have to surround yourself probably with the deaf community because this is a new, like, this is a new way of life now.
How are you, or, fuck, don't nobody speak sign language. The people that love you will figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
People are not going to go without communicating with you. If they fuck with you, they're not gonna be like, oh, well, I can't never talk to her again.
But the use of electronics and technology has gotten us to a point where we're lazy and we don't want to learn because it's like I don't have to learn sign language, so I could just type it in my phone.
He said they was watching TV. They had to start watching TV with the captions on, and I'm like, oh.
True to this,
that's so cringy to have to do it. Well, you have to do it
because I'm low-key deaf a little bit too, a little bit.
I don't understand that because I feel like if one of your senses are weakened, it heightens the other ones. For instance, I can't see. I can hear and I can smell.
I can't hear or see, but I feel like my smell is crazy, which is why I have a phobia.
Yeah. I overhear, like I can hear everything that you're not saying, and then like if I hear it too much, it irritates the piss out of me. Like it burns how good I can hear. But I'm so glad that I can hear because I can't see.
That's why you gotta be thankful for everything because you just never know.
Everything.
Like, who would have thunk like you would be eternally grateful. My
friend one day was bitching about what they got going on in their life. I'm like, girl, it could be worse. You could be blind. Like, what if you had to get up and you had to make all these moves and you had no way of seeing how to make a move?
Literally.
At least you can see. That's why that's a lot of reason why, like, I try to keep up with this walking shit and working out because there's people that would kill to be able to work out.
Just to be able to go from here to the door.
On their own.
On their own.
Just stand up and go, okay, so if the disability powers that be came down and they was like, hey, something gotta go. What can you live without?
None of it. I don't ever want to have to consider that. Because I'm thinking about being literally blind. That sucks. Because even the other day I was like, I deserve LASIK. Because it sucks to wake up and not be able to see. Like I have to grab glasses. I have to go put on contacts.
I feel like that's my kid. I can see. I can't see, but I can see.
She just is okay with not being able to see.
Yeah, my disability don't hold me back.
It's her superpower.
Exactly. I'm gonna figure out how to navigate. Like when I'm driving, as long as I've been there before, I don't need no glasses.
Even with glasses, I'll be hearing curse like, oops. So I don't know.
That's not that you can't see. You just slow a little bit.
You can't drive. I don't know why
you might can't drive. Yeah.
But for me to not be able to drive, knock on wood, I haven't been in a like car accident. I have ran into things, but I have not.
I've been in plenty, but did I get the ticket?
It was never your fault.
Never in that fault.
Shout out to it.
But I'm also realizing I'm not at fault, so I'm like, fuck it, I don't care what happened.
But yeah, I couldn't imagine not being able to see. I couldn't be able. Maybe if I couldn't.
Mobility, sight, hearing,
being able to actually talk. Like what if
I don't mind not being able to talk.
I was like, that might be the one thing that I might be okay with.
Yeah, I don't mind shutting the fuck up.
Yeah,
like I don't like people talking anyway. I'm cool. I text the fuck out of you.
I'm gonna have that motherfucker with it.
Speaking of fucking text messages, I feel like the show gives people like a window into who we are.
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of our personality is displayed on this podcast. I don't think that we on purpose. We don't like hold back what we're thinking or what we're going through. So yeah, for sure. Don't ever think you know me for real, but I do think that it gives you, like you said, a glimpse into who we are.
Okay. So sorry for using you for content, but everything's content.
Everything.
Somebody texted me today and said, question. Mind you, when's the last time? I hate that. I hate them up. Can I ask you a question?
Just ask me the question.
That irritates me. But we don't speak on a regular basis. We don't speak on a daily basis. We speak like once or twice a month maybe. Have not seen in person this person in like 12, 13 years. Alright. Question. So are you just looking for a hoe, longevity, or a longevity hoe? I asked because I'm definitely in my hoe phase right now, but I was trying to give you longevity vibes. I already have multiple options to fuck on. Most of them caught feelings after getting the dick once. But I'd rather be fucking on you. Because if you caught feelings, you could definitely get this dick on a regular basis.
Am I the problem because the fuck? This is the am I the problem this week. We're gonna dissect this. Okay, so how'd you feel about that?
Because if you caught feelings, you could definitely get the dick on a regular basis. Like, I don't know if you thought that was like a compliment or uplifting or would be exciting for me, but it wasn't. It kind of irritated me.
If you caught feelings and you can get this dick on a regular, first of all,
I've never had the dick since I've known you. That's the thing. If you you definitely know when somebody wants to fuck with you, they would have done it by now. We live in the same city.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping me from being like, hey, I'm on the way, because I know you with it.
Yeah.
So if I was going to do it, it would have happened already.
Yeah.
And I said, my response was, I'm not looking for a single thing. And they were like, just my thoughts. But also, if I'm not your cup of tea, that's cool too. I mean, what's understood don't have to be explained. If you were my cup of tea, I would be drinking it. That's cool. You will always be cool people. If needed, I can fall back from trying respectfully. I asked because I saw your podcast. I didn't know you were trying. I'm not dumb. I don't like to feel like men and women can't be friends.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't like to feel like that, but the woman is the only one I think, if this bitch is any type of attractive, I don't even think a nigga would be friends with a bitch if she wasn't attractive. Mm-hmm. So the only thing I think that's stopping us from fucking is always the woman. As long as the woman's like, I'm not fucking you, then you will not get fucked.
Yeah.
But if at any point I was like, I want some dick, you would give me some dick.
You would give me some dick.
Even though we're just friends. But I feel like a lot of men, like, I be wanting to be y'all's friends, but a lot of men don't want female friends. Yeah. They want females that they can fuck on, but just to like be cool, hang out with. You don't really want, unless y'all been cool like since childhood. Yeah. Y'all grew up together, then yeah, that's your friend, that's your dog, that's being your nigga, da 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 da. You would probably still fuck on her, but that's your friend. I want to be y'all friend. I don't give y'all the illusion that I want dick from y'all. I don't even want the niggas that I got. I definitely don't want no new niggas. I'm super cool, and you never have to wonder if the bitch wants it.
It's just frustrating because it's like, yeah, this whole time I thought that we were just cool, but there was still this like underlining motive of if I ever got the chance, like I would do it, and that's frustrating. And like you said, I don't want to be the type to feel like you can't have an opposite sex friend or whatever. But it's just like time and time again, I'm getting examples of where it just doesn't work out. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. But my faith in that concept has been like,
I've had like good male friends. Did I fuck them? Probably at some point, but we weren't fucking like the whole friendship.
Right. Just a couple times.
Yeah, we had ended up fucking. Like, I know if shit hit the fan, if I wanted to, you would. But that's not what I was on, and we was really just cool, and they understood that. But they also let me know, like, you can get this dick again. Yeah. But leave me alone. I really just want to be y'all friend. I want to be one of the boys. I like being one of the boys. I can't help that. I don't even know if I'm like attractive, because sometimes I'd be like, are you gay?
But it's that thing where guys be like, oh, like I want the female version of me or whatever, and it's just like I guess that it is cool to be with someone who brings a vibe and who is fun to be around. It does feel like you're kicking it with a friend, but they are also attractive. Mm-hmm. And if you're attractive and I'm attractive, it's hard to like maybe not have some kind of attraction there.
We can have an attraction and never act on it.
And never have to act on it. You're right.
You don't gotta fuck everything. You fucking it makes you weird. Like you said, like bitches got the dick and they caught feelings. So it's like, now you just want to fuck them and they want to be with you, and it's like,
that's not fair.
It's so messy, and you miss out. Like, why lose a friend because you want some pussy? It's not that deep.
It's never that deep. But I don't know. What do you be saying? There's nothing better than
Yeah, but I don't want to be the new pussy.
Go find some other new pussy is what you saying?
You got a whole lot of new pussy. You don't need that much new pussy. Like, it's gay. If you got...
Everything's gay.
Everything is gay. Because it's like, why do you want to fuck 20 bitches at this big age? Like, it was cool to knock them down back in the day. You had time to. You don't have time to keep up with several different bitches. Like, if you hit one of them here and there, like, oh, I hit her after the club, da-da-da-da, oh, I ran into her, hit her, that's different. But if you keep it up with this many bitches and you constantly have a plethora of bitches in rotation, like, do you not like yourself?
We gotta find a different way, and by we, I mean people that feel like sex is like up here. I just like we have to find a different way to channel that energy. Because I was thinking about I was thinking about that this week in the sense of where it's like I feel like how can I put this? I feel like my energy and or my vibe was disrupted. I felt a little bit chaotic.
Why?
I don't know. I just was. And when I get like that, that's when I'm wanting to have a lot of sex. And
it wasn't Venus retrograde.
It had to be something. And I also want to talk to the astrology girlies, because was there something with Aries placement specifically where a moon was 8 times stomping on the axis or something to where we were like super emotional and super needy? Because I was feeling that way last week, and then I was eavesdropping on a conversation that my brother was having with his friend. He was kind of venting about his girl who's also an Aries, and she was being like super needy and emotional, da 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 da. Not to say that everything is based on the stars, but it do be some.
A lot of it.
It do be sometimes. So I would like to maybe channel that energy into something else, i.e. working out. Maybe that should be a good replacement.
Or sleep. Go do something.
I was sleeping a lot too. Yeah. I'm not trying to do this with you today.
It's not, I don't know what it is, but y'all know when a bitch wanna fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Let the pussy come to you. Don't go get it.
And that'd be the best pussy too. Because like now it's not like, here, take it. It's like, ooh, I want to get this.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much better because she been wanting to fuck with you. And it's like, if I ain't fucked you yet, I'm not gonna do it.
I don't know. I thought that story was gonna be something else.
What you thought it was gonna be?
I thought you and this person was gonna have an encounter.
Oh, I just got that text today.
The one before that. About the deaf girl.
You thought we were gonna have an encounter?
Not you and the deaf girl, but the person that hit you up about the deaf girl.
You thought we was gonna fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could have. It was talked about.
It was in the air.
It was definitely talked about, but they tried to put me on a schedule, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. So we could, we will.
Eventually,
we will. That's my people, but I'm just not like, I'm not pressed about dick. Especially when I'm sitting here sober in my right mind. It is not worth it for me to get in my car, for me to get ready and then get in my car and then bring you pussy, bring you a good time. It's like, I'm not. You gotta be on my mind when I'm drunk and then I hit you.
Alright, so let's say you're drunk and I hit you because I'm in the mood, and because I'm not inside of my right mind, I'm acting on these impulses.
Yeah.
What do you feel like getting ready for that encounter would entail?
A quick whole bath?
A quick whole bath? Okay. I don't know. Once upon a time, like before I had
you
sex,
can't do
like
too much because you're drunk and you in the moment and it gotta go right now.
I get some of my best work done drunk. Like I'll have the, like for instance,
You'll go through like a whole thing, like getting ready for it.
I have before.
Oh yeah.
But
I gotta hurry up before I go to sleep.
If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So that's always a benefit.
And I don't stay ready, but I ain't gotta stay ready. Take what you get.
I don't really care.
But that's why. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that, you popcorn ass nigga. Like,
so this person, I was like, hey, have you ever caught feelings? I might give you the dick on demand or whatever. Like, does this shift the friendship for you? Or are you like, oh, like you we're on some bullshit. We ain't never gotta talk about that ever again.
We ain't never gotta talk again. No offense. Like, I'm not mad at you because of it at all, but like we don't have to talk because I knew what you wanted, and now I don't know what episode you've seen. That's why I asked, like, do you feel like the show gives people a mirror into our lives?
Here's the thing: does it give people a mirror into our lives? Yes, and I feel like our perspectives and like stories being told, sure, but never have I felt like you were campaigning for I am looking to build a roster and or looking for something.
I ain't looking for shit. That's why I said I'm not looking for shit. No, whatever I want, I don't chase, I attract. Whatever I want is gonna come to me. I'm not actively seeking anything.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Because you put an expectation on something, and every time you give something expectations, what happens? You
Get
get let
down.
the fuck down. Every time I have expected something from you niggas.
That's something that I was working on during my self-care internal monologue. I have to stop having expectations for things, accepting that, like, hey, this is what's happening, this is what they presented you with, and now you have a choice to, like, just accept that this is what it is, and don't think that it's final. Like, for me, like, sometimes I think that when I'm going through something, this is, like, a definite thing. Like, I have to hurry up and fix it, because if I don't hurry up and get to some kind of damage control, it's going to be here forever. And that's not the case. This is just like a season. This is a time. This too shall pass.
Yeah, it's never that deep.
Ever.
And it shouldn't be nothing, like, not nothing, but most of the shit we go through, emphasis shouldn't be placed on it. When it comes to expectations, you can only expect shit out of yourself. Mm-hmm. And you let yourself down every single day. So why would another person not let you down here and there? So don't expect nothing from them. They'll never let you down. I hope the best. I hope the fucking best, but I don't expect it. And if you can't deliver, that's like not a character flaw because you couldn't deliver whatever the fuck I wanted.
You just have to want
That's just
deliver.
not, that's just not your area of expertise, and that's okay because I might not have the area of expertise you were looking for, and I don't care to find it and fix it. So I'm not going to place that burden on you to fix it. Like, it can be broke.
Yeah, I'd be okay with shit being broke for a minute. It'll get fixed. It's fine.
It's never broke.
It's never broke. Yeah, we just not playing with it right now.
Yeah, I'm cool. It's fine. We don't take shots on camera anymore. We don't drink. I don't drink. Do you drink? Do you still feel like you drink just as much?
Nah, but when I do drink, I'm still like I'm here
excessively, yeah.
But I will say, I haven't been drinking a super lot. Like, I'm not hitting the beers as much as I used to. But sometimes, if a Presidente is in the refrigerator and got a little,
how many days a week do you have a drink?
Honestly, at this point, maybe once during the week. Usually when Ariel comes over, because that's what we do. And then like during the weekend, me and Judah.
The whole weekend?
We'll get a bottle and like it'll be like maybe halfway done by like Sunday.
Yeah, so the whole weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but I mean it's fun. I like it. But anyway, cheers. Cheers to us. This is so funny because cheers to our ebook. Is what I really want to give cheers to. And
link
cheers to
in
success.
bio,
yes.
Link in description, $9.99. Purchase today. It's a great gift for a friend if you don't know what to get them. Get them the ebook. It's not telling them that they need to unbig their back, but maybe you just get it for your person that you're having sex with because you want them to taste good. And it's called Taste It. Taste them after the juice, but you got to order the ebook.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was about to get
sorry.
Hey y'all! This week's episode is brought to you in totality by the JustCuz podcast. Have dropped our very special ebook called Taste It.
Taste It is an ebook full of recipes with our favorite juices. They're all fruit and vegetable. So this is going to be great for your eyes, your hair, your ears, your health, your digestive system, your skin.
This particular juice is called Purple Rain. It's our rendition of an ABC juice. And it is going to aid in skin health, brighter skin, tighter skin. It has some anti-inflammatory properties. This is just Trey dope. So
all the ingredients and the the ingredients and the steps are in the ebook.
Ingredient steps and benefits of each juice is in there.
Yes. So link in bio. Purchase that today. Share it with a friend.
Cheers.
I the problem?
Am I the problem? I think I might be a victim shamer. That's a problem because when people...
I was in my head deep about this. I'm so glad you brought it up.
Aligned. Because I feel like when things are presented to me, whereas the mass majority would be like, off with their head, or this is the bad guy, or da-da-da. I'm like, let's take a pause and let's ask some questions. And we've kind of gotten to a point where, like, I feel bad for asking questions versus having an opinion off top based off of what is presented to me.
Why would you feel bad? No. You should never, ever take what they give you. Ever.
I feel like you should always ask questions because there's always
everything.
two sides to a story. Always. 3. Maybe even more depending on who's there. But fucking like for instance, you saw where these girls went to the emergency room from carbon monoxide poisoning from smoking hookah.
Mm-hmm.
And then freaking Snoop was like, oh, after some time I have decided that I am quitting the smoke. My first questions was when it came to the hookah girls, I'm like, well, were you smoking in a poorly ventilated apartment? Probably shouldn't be doing that.
Why do you think they was in an apartment?
Because to catch carbon monoxide poison, I would assume you have to be in a closed enough space to where you're not getting proper
Are you going out every day smoking hookah? Are you smoking hookahs that ain't been cleaned properly?
Boom. Definitely clean your hookahs. Also, zoomed in on the picture. It looked like they had quick light coals. I'm like, who the fuck does that? You're not supposed to use those anymore. They have foil over. I'm just saying maybe I've reached a point of hookahing where I'm like, there were so many red flags here. Maybe you shouldn't have smoked this hookah.
So, that goes with what my train of thought last night. With everything you do, I'm not saying victim shame, but with everything you do, you know the consequences that could come from it.
Boom. Yes. Accountability.
No, you don't want this to happen, but you know if you go to this place at this time like this, and it's like somebody asked me one day, it was like, do you blame the woman? It's just an analogy. Do you blame the woman in the skirt for getting raped? And I said yes. Because that woman put herself in that environment. Every fucking day is a choice. Like not saying that that's everybody's case. Everybody's situation is totally different.
For sure.
No matter who you are, where you are, what you're going on, you had the choice to like do something. Whether it was leave, not go, scream, tell, yell. You had the opportunity to do something and you did nothing. Now it's affecting you because all you do is think about it every day. And you want to make this person out to be an evil villain.
And now you want to put the blame on somebody. I think everybody has to hold accountability in the role that they play in these things. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing.
I just don't like that. I notice that in people too when I be like, oh, or they'll say whatever happened to them that they didn't like to happen. They be like, it only happened because it's always a blame game. If this didn't happen, if that didn't happen. But yeah, if you had proper planning prevents poor performance.
Boom.
The 5 P's. That's with everything you do, whether it's a meal plan, a workout, a relationship, a job. You have to plan accordingly. You didn't manage your time wisely. Somehow, some way you got in this situation and now you're blaming this other person. No.
And I think when I go through this process inside my head, just because I'm holding someone accountable doesn't mean that this other person isn't a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like clearly what they did was wrong. It doesn't make it right. But also maybe you can't play victim because how did you get in that position? I totally know that manipulation is a thing, et cetera, but
so is you have full mobility and range. Like if you're mobile, you can always get about that situation.
Forget about that dick for sure. Shout out to making the most money you've ever made it in 24 hours. I manifested
that just motivated me because it's like
throw a fit every time.
That's so crazy that we go to these jobs, right? Because I was in the shower and I was thinking like life costs every day. You might not spend no money, but if you take your mortgage, rent, housing, whatever, all of your utilities, divide that shit by 30, that's how much life costs every single day. If you're not making that money, on top of you not making that much money every day, you're spending even more money randomly. How are you going to live? So if somebody can make more money than you've ever seen in your lifetime in 24 hours.
But what did that person have to eat? What did they have to endure?
You gotta work. You gotta put in the work.
You gotta put in the work some way, somehow. And everybody's work looks different.
We all got the same 24 hours. If a motherfucker can put you in a situation to where you gotta pay, I don't know, 40, 50 million dollars today. 99.9% of us, especially if you watching this, you can't do it. If a nigga told you gotta pay I was so, shout out to my baby daddy being the big boss that he is. My baby daddy had a toothache on a Thursday and he was out of town. My baby, on Thursday. On Monday, that nigga was at the dentist. And he was like, oh, they saying I need a root canal. I'm like, fuck that. Pull that motherfucker out. Like, ain't nobody gonna see it.
You don't got tooth nowhere.
2 hours later, he was like, yeah, I got the root canal. And I'm like, oh, nigga, you got money. Because do you know how many people walking around, they ain't even been to the dentist this year. But do you know how many people walking around with a toothache for months? And you got that shit taken care of today? A root canal is somebody's rent.
Yeah.
And you take big boss shit. How many of us could be in situations like we need this money by 12 p.m. tomorrow? What would we do? We give up. Bitch, I ain't got it. Don't got it. And I have no problem.
I don't know.
It was the funniest shit when I was on the phone with student loans for the first time ever. I was at work and we was coming up with a payment plan. The bitch put me on hold. She came back and she was like, yeah, so your monthly payment's coming out to $656.
$650?
$656 per month. I laughed. I cracked up in her face. I was like, oh, I don't got that.
Come again.
That's sick. That lady gave me 30 days to give them $656, and I was like, can't do it.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna, like, imagine putting in the work however you got there, legally or illegally. I never knock nobody for how they make their money. Make your money. But how much work, how much did you have to sacrifice to be in this position where you can pay a debt today? And it lets me know, I was like, you're not doing shit, bitch. You're not doing a bitch ass thing. You're scrolling, watching other people's lives. You talking about how much money this man spent today. Where's your money?
That probably why I had an emotional breakdown the other day. Yeah.
I have to do more. And it's like, if you're not having that expectation to reel everything in, if you don't have an expectation of yourself and what you can get done and what you need to do for you, how dare you tell somebody else, oh, you're not doing enough?
Yeah, and I don't like when people be trying to tell, like, I'm not saying you're doing this, but I don't like when people try to tell other people, like, how they should be spending their money or how their wealth should look. Like, sometimes people are try to make somebody feel bad because they choose to spend their money on cars or bags or whatever, as compared to somebody who doesn't do that. But yeah, but they're spending that money on whatever that they fuck with, whatever their adult pleasure is, whether that's houses, whether that's trips, whether that's tours.
When I look at really big people, all I think about is the cost. How much it takes to feed a motherfucker like you.
Yeah, that's a...
$50, $60, $70, $80, $100 a day to feed you. Like, when you order a pizza for you order 4 pizzas. And you order a pasta. And you order breadsticks, and that was 1 meal. You gotta eat again today.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
If you're spending $50 at a drive-thru and you going through that bitch 3 times a day.
Times it. That's crazy.
It's so expensive to feed you.
Yeah.
So if you got enough money to maintain this body fat, like, you got more money than I do. 600-pound life, they gotta have more money than
that's what they said. Like, in certain countries, like, being big is a sign of wealth because they have the money.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And that's the same thing in fucking. Oh, maybe that's why black people be so big, because in Africa it's a sign of wealth.
But here, I don't think that's a sign of wealth. I think that's
it's a sign of gluttony.
Gluttony and or
depression,
poor food choices.
Obsession.
The food's not good. It doesn't have any type of nutritional value. It's getting you full, but it's not
getting you full
because you keep eating.
You're hungry again. Yeah. You're eating more calories. You can go to a drive-thru right now and get a burger and fries. When you make that at home, the calories is like cut in half.
And it tastes bad.
Yeah, you don't know what's in this shit, and you're hungry again. It's not meant to fill you up. You eating Chinese food, you be full as fuck, and then you're not.
Chinese food is one of them things where I'll eat a full plate of Chinese. A couple hours later, I'm coming back and I'm hitting seconds.
When you're eating like real food, like you be like, oh, that was enough.
Thanks. I made steak and eggs and potatoes the other day. That was like the only thing I ate like the whole day. I ate that at like 9 a.m. and I was just like juicing for the rest of the day because it does fill you. Like, it's a lot.
And we eating all these calories anyway. Not to keep.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But yeah,
I be fat shaming.
I think it's more so just us like talking to ourselves. Really.
That's projection.
Yeah, it is definitely projection.
Everything that everybody says is projection. But yeah, every time I think about what I don't like about somebody, I'm like, bitch, what are you on? What are you doing?
Accountability.
Nobody. I just know I'm the realest nigga ever. Nobody can like, you know how you need somebody to tell you about yourself. I know. I don't care.
100%.
I know my problems. I know my flaws. I know.
And that's why it's annoying when you feel like you have to fucking say it. I know.
That's why you never. I be like, every time somebody like, I think they're getting fat. I'm like, you're putting on your clothes.
You know that they feel tighter.
My baby daddy, he was like, I don't know. He was just talking out loud. He was not talking about me. Talking to me.
Talking to Mike. Where did that come from? You still
don't know? Terrence Howard?
No.
What?
I know you didn't mean me.
No, bitch.
That was from Django.
I don't know Django like that.
Oh my god, I love Django.
All I know is criticize, and not in front of my niggas.
When they went to meet Monster Candy, first time he was in there, he was having a Mandingo fight. He was like, everybody out, Candy, except for you. And she was like, I don't know you didn't mean me. And that was his black bitch.
How many times did you watch Django?
1,000.
Really?
Maybe. If I like a movie, I could watch it on repeat like every day. Like I watched Harlem Nights every day, pretty much my whole childhood.
Yeah, but as a child, I was saying that recently. I was like, that's crazy. We don't watch shit over and over again like we did when we was kids.
I kind of have shows that I'll just play.
I never watched the show again.
Mm-hmm.
It's one and done.
I've watched New Girl several times. I watched Game of Thrones several times. I've watched How I Met Your Mother several times.
I've never watched any of these things.
New Girl's so good.
You watch Black Cake?
I haven't watched it yet. I want to be able to like really sit and focus.
It.
A lot of my TV consumption has really just been like shit playing in the background while I'm doing other stuff. I want to be able to really sit and watch it. Because I really loved the book. It was good.
You read the book?
That was a part of the book club. I thought that's why you sent it to me.
No, I just watched it.
Yeah, so that was one of the books that we read in book club.
I'm so upset. So, okay, so this is going to be a review. The book versus the show.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's never seen the show. Somebody that's never read the book. Tell me what the book is about.
So, Black Cake is about a mother who passes away kind of unexpectedly. Her passing away brings her daughter back home because she was kind of distanced from the family because she was living an alternative lifestyle, whatever. And before the mom died, she basically recorded her story to this lawyer, and like the lawyer is playing it back for her kids. And in the midst of all that, she has this black cake recipe, or it's a tradition that every year she has a black cake that she puts in the freezer, and then during a certain time, everybody eats the black cake. So this time she said, before y'all eat the black cake, I do want y'all to know my story. Story is she has another daughter out there.
Okay.
Right? And so in the midst of their story, they're realizing that their mom's name is not her real name. She basically escaped this island because she helped... or she was a part of a conspiracy of the death of like the island's kingpin because it was an arranged marriage, and she basically escaped. She goes to London, ends up running into the love of her life, who had also left the island. It was a whole thing. Mm-hmm. And so in the midst of them learning about their mom, they also find out that they have this sister, and they find the sister and they eat the black cake together.
Mm-hmm. So
is that what you got from the show?
It seems like this will be a one-time thing. It's not like Black Cake will be a series.
Probably not. I mean, you never know.
It
they could figure out a spinoff.
So if you ask me what would I describe Black Cake as, the Hulu series, I would say Black Cake is about Kobe. Kobe is a black and Chinese girl from Jamaica. Mm-hmm. She's a great swimmer. Her dad is fucked up with gambling and shit, and he's a Chinaman. He ends up getting the shop that he owns taken because of his debts. Not only is that, to pay off his debt, he has to marry off his 16-year-old daughter.
Mind you, the mom just got up and left one day because she was over the shit. And Kovi's, I guess she would be like a nanny.
This is me explaining the Hulu series.
I was just throwing it in there. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so all that is true. The mom did get up and leave one day, the black lady. I to this day, I'm on episode 4. I don't know where the mom is, what happened to her. Maybe that'll be a whole like series itself. No, maybe that could to extend it. Yeah. So the mom just dipped or whatever. So now Kovi is 16, getting married off when she was supposed to be a swimmer. She also has this like best friend that's in love with her. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, she gets married. Her husband ends up dying. I don't know if she killed him. Seems like she did so far. But her husband ends up dying, her old ass grown husband. So she goes off to, I think, London. She meets a girl, Ellie. They become best friends. They decide to go to like Scotland.
I want to say they were coming to America. No, you're right.
No,
they were going to
somewhere. Yeah, they was going to another country.
Work as nurses
by train. The one was going to be a nurse. The other one was going to be whatever the fuck she was going to be. Kovi, the main character. So the train crashes. Ellie dies. I don't know how, but when Kovi survived, they started calling her Eleanor.
Because she had Eleanor's ID and stuff inside of her pocket.
Yeah, so she ended up becoming Eleanor or whatever. And now she's in this other country. She's by this other alias, so she thinks she got away scot-clean. She gets a job. Her boss rapes her. Mm-hmm. Her boss rapes her. She leaves. She ends up running back into the love of her life from the other place. They come together. They're like, I'm this person now. Da, da, da. They have these kids. And now the kid, now she's dead. She's already dead first episode. But now the lawyer is playing back the tapes. And now I'm to the part where they found out they have this sister who is very much white passing. Mm-hmm. Because she has a black and China mother, Chinese.
And the man who raped her was her white boss.
Yeah, mm-hmm. So it's very like, I described it to somebody and they was like, oh, that seems sad. I'm like, it ain't sad. And then I was like,
it is sad, but it's also a beautiful story of how everything came together. And if I'm not mistaken, the daughter ends up finding out that she's adopted through her siblings reaching out.
She had no idea she was adopted.
She had no adopted. Like, imagine.
And she's getting into it with people because she's a chef or mm-hmm. something. She's a foodie. And she's getting into it because she like loves every country and what they can offer to something. They're like, oh, you're a white woman. You can't tell us about the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. Not knowing that she's Caribbean and this is where she come from. Mm-hmm. So the alternative lifestyle that the sister been gone for 8 years. She ain't come back for her daddy's death or nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's because she was a fuck up. She was a fuck up. They called her out on it and she ran away.
I thought it was because she was in a relationship.
No, because they accepted her being gay.
In the book, it wasn't like that.
Okay, so her dad, of course, being from Jamaica, he was very like anti-gay, but they opened their door for her for Thanksgiving or Christmas, one of them, for dinner. So they was accepting her, they was talking to her, but ultimately the sister was just constantly doing shit. Like she didn't know what she wanted to do out of her life, and her parents were footing the bill. Since her parents was footing the bill, she ended up like fucking with a nigga that could foot the bill. Mm-hmm. That happened to be a white man that was very abusive and like he was grooming her and shit. Like he really took her, and that's kind of the same thing that happened in the late celebrity situation. It's a man grooming you. You know he's grooming you. You know you don't have no business here with him,
but you needed him to front the bill.
And you stay, and then you blame him. Mm-hmm. So now we're at the point where the brother, at the end of the episode, the brother beat him up. And the police came. And the brother's in the midst of being like a CEO of like Big Pharma or something. Like, probably not that exactly, but like really high up there. Okay. He just got elected for that, and now he's about to go to jail for beating up this white man.
Okay, so then they did kind of shift the story some, but then that makes it exciting to kind of watch and see what.
I'm excited. Now I want to read it.
The book is good. I can let you borrow it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Soul Ties by Nina. Custom Waistbead sets. Let's adorn your waist with something special just for you. You can pick your own colors, charms, accents, anything that makes it personal. Prices do include shipping, so if you're ready to create something unique, email soultiesbynina@gmail.com. Soul is spelled S-O-L, Soul Ties by Nina. Kinky Connections. What is your time frame? What is your max allotted time frame post sex to taking a shower?
It depends on what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
If it's nighttime, I might not take one till the morning.
I'm going to sleep.
If you fucked me good and I was drunk, I'm definitely not about to get up. But any other period, it's like there's no reason not to get in it right away.
Okay. So I had an encounter or a night where I like on purpose did not take a shower like the whole day because I liked the way that I smelled.
Okay.
Like it was definitely like sex smell, but it smelled like sweet almost. And when I told my husband about it, I was like, yeah, so I've on purpose not like showered because I like the way that I smell. He's like, ew. But I just felt like it was nice. Like clearly we're going in there mask off. I'm clean, he's clean. We have both been juicing. Shout out to the book. It just smelled nice. So I just like sat in it all day.
It's a little like I don't know. It gives like voodoo-ish.
Okay.
To like bask in
I'm
those
basking
smells.
basking in the sexual energy.
Yeah. But it is very okay. It's very good that you appreciated how you smelled.
Yeah, for sure. Because
it wasn't turned off.
Yeah.
But true. Yeah, those pheromones, like people, it ain't like voodoo-ish, but some people really like pheromones.
Mm-hmm.
And if they smell good, just sit on them.
Well,
did you have daytime or nighttime sex?
Both. So it was like 3 a.m., like 4 a.m. And then I took
Was it a whole production?
Always a whole production. Second side note to Kinky Connections, I don't want to be a squirter anymore. I'm over it. I feel like it was cute at first, but like we are way too grown to still be wetting the bed. It's a whole thing. I put a towel down. We gotta wait for it to dry. Like it's too much. Like I don't want to do it anymore. And this is fucked up because of course I Googled how to stop squirting, and that also comes into like how to stop peeing during sex, because I guess they think that it's the same thing. It could be. I don't know. But like the third bullet point down was like, if you're overweight, maybe you should look into it. I was like, if the universe calls me big one
they
more
always
fucking time,
take it back to weight.
Like yeah, maybe if you lost the weight, it might prevent
everything. Is like, oh, they got too much fat on your bladder.
Like that's bullshit. Because like there be skinny girls squirting, so stop it.
But yeah, the squirt and all. I'm glad I don't really control it because if I want to, it's going. But. Yeah. For the most part, I'm not going to squirt unless we have already pre-planned, got the towels out, like, okay, we're here for a whole production.
I can't call it, and it's really annoying. So,
but that's a good thing. That just means you're very stimulated. I have to be very stimulated to squirt. Like
for it to happen. Yeah.
It got to be like, oh, what the fuck? And most of the times it's not. Oh, what the fuck? It's like, okay.
Alright, good job.
But not like eyes rolling, I'm about to die. Like,
I want to die every time. But before you die, like, share, subscribe,
please
support.
Order this ebook before you die. Like it might not be in tomorrow. Do it today. Stop putting off till tomorrow what you can do today. Link in bio. Get it for a family member. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, how we can make the next one better. The next one gonna be $29.99.
Period.
So support me while you can. This little shit, it matters. I care.
Bye, y'all.